everybody, it's Oma or Aunt Claudia. Hello to Owen and Livy and Luca and Sean and Ryan and Emma. Took a walk today and I found 3 different things that I thought I'd show you. This one is a flower that came off of a cactus that grows here that is called a saguaro. We are they only grow in this area and they only bloom once a year, and this is the flower, and you can see there's the petals, which are pretty and white, and then there's the pistil, which germinates, grows the pollen, I guess, germinates the pollen, and then there's the stamens, which are tiny, tiny things where the pollen is. You can't see the pollen. I thought maybe you could, but what happens after this, if it didn't fall off, it fell off of the cactus and was on the ground, and the cacti are very big. This one is probably about 15 feet tall, maybe 12 feet, 15 feet. I mean, they're not as big as a tree, but they're tall for a cactus. And this grows into a fruit that then the birds like to eat. So this part, I guess down here maybe, ends up being the fruit. Not sure, but I thought that was kind of cool. You maybe have never seen them because they only grow around here. And then I found these pods. And I don't know what kind of a tree these come from, but they do come from a tree, and they're hard and dry, and they have seeds that are gone. You can see inside. It looks almost like a honeycomb inside. So they're little cells, I would call them, that would hold seeds that grow. Then they get into the dirt, and then they would grow another tree. And I always thought these were kind of pretty and cool. And then one other thing, we have a tree that is a eucalyptus tree, and I wonder if there are any eucalyptus trees in maybe near where Owen lives. There might be some eucalyptus trees, and maybe where Livy and Luca live too. And so this is the bark from a eucalyptus tree. And it was so pretty. It was all on the ground. And it's very, very smooth. You can see. It's smooth, and it peels off like this and then leaves the tree. Now looks like it doesn't have any bark on it, but eventually that bark will, there is bark there that'll separate and peel off again. And so you can hear it's really dry, but I like the color. And I love the way it peels off. I thought that was really neat. And these, I think eucalyptus trees are originally from a country called Australia, which is far away. And they only grow in places that are warm. And they have wonderful smelling leaves, at least some of them do, and they make an oil that smells good and is nice to breathe when you have a cold, if your nose is stuffed up. But so bark is interesting. I mean, every tree has its own kind of bark, and most bark is gray. This one I would call a reddish brown, and some is white, and some is almost black. Around here we have a tree called a mesquite, and it has really dark bark. Anyway, so the bark protects the plant, as far as I know, the tree, from damage. So maybe the next time you take a walk, you'll want to look at the different trees around you and see if you see any bark that is smooth or rough or shiny. We even have bark here that's green. And I don't know if you folks have it, but it's from a Palo Verde tree. And that's how it makes the bark makes chlorophyll, which helps to keep the plant, give the plant energy. Just like blood or moves, yeah, fluids around just like blood does for humans. Okay, well, I just thought I'd share those three things. Oh, and I have one other thing I found the other day. And this one, I don't even know what it is, but it's a tail from something. And it's got a stripe. And I thought, well, maybe it's a bobcat, but I don't think so. So I have to do some investigating, and maybe you can too. So you can see there is skin inside. There's skin here. I can't really bend it. And then this fur comes out. So it looks like some animal lost his tail, but I don't know what kind. Maybe you can find out with your mommy and daddy and tell me what you think. And maybe I'll look it up. Anyway, oh, and one other thing. This one I found a few weeks ago, and it's really weird, and you might not be able to see it. But that, I know it looks strange, but it was from a dead bird, and that's its eyeball. I think that's too close. Back it up just a little bit. There it is. And this is crispy too because it got dry. So all the stuff inside the eyeball got dried out. Alrighty. I thought you'd enjoy those little things, show and tell. If you have anything you want to show and tell, please feel free. Okay, bye-bye. It was fun to talk. Bye to Sean and Emma and Ryan and Luca and Libby and Owen. Bye-bye.